Hello students. Today we're going to look at a video on some TI-30 calculator skills. Up until this point, I haven't really allowed you to use your calculator, but in Module 5, we're going to use it all the way through, so I thought we should look at some calculator skills you might not know about. Let's start with fractions and how to multiply them. So say we're doing a problem like this, 3/4 times 1/2. Now you already know in your head the answer is 3/8, but how do you do it on the TI-30? So we're gonna bring the TI-30 up here. Remember, that's your problem, 3/4 times 1/2. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna focus on this ABC button right here. It's, let's see, the number 7, it's 3 buttons above your number 7. And that is going to be your fraction key and your mixed number key. So since we're just typing in 3/4 times 1/2, well, first let's turn the calculator on. Your on button is down here in the lower left corner. So I'm going to go ahead and press on, and you'll just see this blinking character here. So to type in 3/4, everybody, let's type a 3, and then you're going to hit this ABC button and then a 4. That means 3/4. And then I'm going to times it right here by 1/2. So I'm going to type a 1 and then an ABC and a 2. And then my equal sign is here on the right, lower right. Ta-da! 3/8. So then you could come back to your note card and you could say that 3/4 times 1/2 equals 3/8. And that's how easy that is. Let's look at a second problem. What if we're going to multiply mixed numbers together? Something like 3 2/3 times 4 1/5. Okay, well, you're going to use that same ABC button. So let's clear the screen and start with 3 2/3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type the 3, then the ABC button, and then the 2, and then the ABC button again, and then the 3. So watch this take place. 3, ABC, 2, ABC, 3. That means the mixed number 3 2/3. And now I'm going to multiply that by 4 1/5. So I'm going to press 4, ABC 1, ABC 5. That is 4 1/5. Go ahead and hit equals. And this is your answer. That is the mixed number 15 and, this little guy just means and, 2/5. So the answer to my problem equals 15 2/5. Now I want to show you another cool trick. Say you wanted to change 15 2/5 to an improper fraction. If you leave 15 2/5 on your screen, do you see right above the ABC button, sort of in a different color blue here, it shows you this ABC and then arrows to a regular fraction. That means you can change mixed numbers to improper fractions, but to access it, you have to hit the second button first because it's not actually a key itself, it sits above. Watch what happens when I press second and ABC. It tells me on the screen it's going to take my previous answer and change it to an improper fraction. Check it out, 77/5. And you know that's true because if you take 5 times 15, you get 75 and add 2, 77/5. And you can go right back to where you started if you just press that button again. If you hit second and ABC again, it'll change it right back to 15 2/5. So I think that's a pretty cool feature. Okay, something else. What about if you have an exponent, like 8 squared? Now, you know 8 squared means 8 times 8, which is 64. But if you want to access that on the calculator, here's what you're going to press. You're going to press the base, which is 8, and then I call this little arrow here pointing up the caret button, meaning it's going to take it up to the second power. When you hit equals, ta-da, 64. So whenever you need an exponent and you're on your calculator, you can do it that way. So 8 to the second power, 64. Okay, just 2 cards to go here. Order of operations. You know how to do order of operations in your head. If you use the calculator to do order of operations, it will just automatically do it for you. So if you type your problem into the calculator just as is, the calculator will handle, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, for you. Let's take a look. So we're gonna start with 15 plus, now we need a left parentheses. Check it out, left parentheses sits above the 8. So we're gonna open up a left parentheses. Now we need 3 to the 4th power. So I just taught you how to do that. We're gonna hit a 3, the caret, and then a 4. That's 3 to the 4th power minus 1. Close parentheses, which is above the 9. And then you're divided by sign and 10. And ta-da, it's 23. Isn't that cool? So this is equal to 23. And if you did it by hand, you would get the same answer, okay? Also, be careful on here. You have 2 buttons that look like a minus sign. You have this guy on the right, and then you have this little guy down here. This little guy down here is actually a negative sign, which we shouldn't be using. So you'll probably never use this. This is your minus sign on the right. Okay, and the last card, I think I kind of already talked about this, but I'll talk about it once more. If you ever want to change a fraction to a decimal or vice versa, there's a button to do that. So we're going to change 1/2 to its decimal version, which we know is 0.5. How do you do it on the calculator? Well, you start by inputting the fraction. So you would input 1, ABC, 2, and you would just leave that there. Now we want to convert that fraction to a decimal. So it's not actually the ABC button. That converts mixed to improper and improper to mixed. If you want to go back and forth fraction to decimal, you have to go above this PRB key, F to D, that means fraction to decimal. It sits above, so we need the second command. So I will hit, whoa, I hit my stand, second, and then that button, and watch what happens when I hit equals, 0.5. And if I want to go back again, I hit second, fraction to decimal, whoa, 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 I'm really messing up here, and hit equals, and I'm right back to 1/2. So that is how you do that. So a couple cool features here on the TI-30 as we're getting started in Module 5. I think that's going to be it for today. I'm going to give you a little worksheet now on some problems to prove that you understand this. So I hope you were paying close attention. Bye-bye now.